بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, Prithvi. I hope that you are doing well at your home, and we had a long break because of rain. Now I'm back again with another topic, and it would be interesting for me. It is interesting, and definitely it would be interesting for you because this is not fiction, not classic fiction, non-fiction. It's not imaginary. This is a scientific topic, which truly concern or relates to our future. That in future we are having different changes in the means in our life through technology. So today we will talk about technology, and the topic which is quite common, and which make us curious, especially curious to know, and we imagine that figure and that features of that technology, or that is specific, you may say, a device. So we will talk about today robots. Okay, robots are being predicted are being predicted to take place in the future in place of human, and it is said that they would be becoming a danger for them, or a threat for them in the future, because they would replace human. Actually, robots are artificial intelligence, and we human are definitely we have natural intelligence, and we are the creators of artificial intelligence. But it can be terrible for our futures in further years, years are to come, that they will replace human. Fine. So first of all, what you have, the topic is very clear. This is not a lesson. I have taken this. This is a topic, an article, in an online magazine. How Asimo works. Asimo especially is the name of a robot, which is the production of Japan. So Honda I have written here. Honda is a word borrowed from Japanese language, and Honda actually is a manufacturer of robots and automotives, different automotives and devices and robots. A few words I have already written on the board to clear. Two you would be having from word pool, but I'm explaining you because it is important. Come on, page number 107. So first of all, I'm explaining that who has written this online magazine. There are no single person who has written this online article. There are two people, and this is from How Stuff Works by Lee and Obringer and Jonathan Strickland. It is by Lee and Obringer and Jonathan Strickland. They two are the people who prepared this research or this article online in an online magazine. So counterparts. Counterparts are the parts whether of human body or whether of a device, which are separated. For example, if only is my hand, and if I talk about my hand is only perform a task, and if it would be my counterpart, fine. My fingers, my feet, legs, they would become counterpart. But if we talk about counterparts of a robot, so we have different parts of devices which are performing work in around the world in different companies to produce or create different things, different objects. Embodied. Embodied means separated. Okay, fine. Embodied means separated. Interface. If you talk about interface, so interface is here. Interface is a word which means to interact with a meeting, to interact in business or in any communication which is held at business level. Menacing. Menacing means threatening, threatening or producing harm. It is an adjective. Hazardous, hazardous, hazardous. You may pronounce it, and this is hazardous. Hazardous as well. Both pronunciation are correct. Hazardous means something which is threatening for the future, which is harmful, fine and calculating negative results. Humanoid, humanoid, humanoid means any device. If we talk about robots, Asimo is a robot which is humanoid. Humanoid means having human like features. Human like features, simply we can say humaniform, means a reflection of a human. The task which a human can perform, it can do, and the task which a human cannot perform and even cannot think to perform, robots Asimo is performing. So first of all, we will know that when it was created. Asimo was created in 2000, in the year 2000, and it was displayed in 2018. It was displayed in 2018. The complete 20 years we have completed. If we talk about in till 2020, 20 years. So Honda is the company which has been which has been uh, making efforts to make robots better and better for the future work. And they are providing different separate embodied robotic parts to help in different in companies to produce different objects, like making vehicles enclosing or joining different parts of vehicles, and wrapping and pouring something exactly, uh, closing any bottle. So many different tasks are being taken from embodied robots, fine, which are not complete like human body, which are not having any figure. They are only counterparts, like even a hand, like a different clutching part, like robot. It is being used in the companies over the world. Let's mm, come on the article. Now in the first paragraph, you can see how it is written, how well it is written, and how well it is developed. You have to follow the same pattern or format to continue writing your own research, which I will be explaining you in English language lecture. If you want a robot to cook dinner, if you want to do your homework, you want to clean your house or get your groceries, robots already do a lot of work, and they are performing a lot of jobs that we human cannot do. We do not even think to do. We can't do it simply. We cannot do as well as our robotic counterparts. I have defined you that separate pieces, separate parts of robots, not a complete figure. In factories around the world, this embodied means separated parts of embodied parts of robots. Robots' arm are being used to assemble cars, as I have explained you, and they are delicately placing candies into the wrappers and in their boxes. Even they are tightening or closing up the covers of the lids of the bottles, and they are well famous in the market, and they are performing a complete job over there. Even at houses, what they are doing, in the companies, what they are doing, they are cleaning the floor. Vacuum is a word here that means clean. They are cleaning the floors, and they are mowing the lawn. Mowing means they are trimming the grass in the lawn. So the work which are tedious. Tedious means which are time consuming, which are tiring, which make a human exhaust, which makes a human exhausting or gives exhausting feeling. So they are performed by the robots. So many of us, if we talk about our childhood and now the age we are leading, we had a curiosity to know what actually robots are. We only think that robots can be kept in only the countries which are the richest. Even people in Japan, China, they are in America, they are having robots for their home chores, for the domestic purposes, and in restaurant as well. There are a lot of videos on the YouTube or on Google. If you search, you have a lot of stuff to witness the origin of robots. So we see in television and movies, and their specific robotic names have been used, and were told by the writer that there was Rosie, the Jetsons robot housekeeper. Housekeeper means robots can be housekeeping as well. Data, the Android crew member. The Android crew member means there was a crew member on the Star Trek, The Next Generation, and of course C3PO from Star Wars. If you are a watcher, or if you are keen about watching scientific fiction movies, or you want to read, so you would have information that how these characters or how these robots work in these movies, or in the future, or in the movies, or how they are working. Next, there have been like bewildering advancement in the technology. Honda, as I have been told you, that Honda is a Japanese company which is the producer and manufacturer of robotics devices. So engineers who are working over there, they have been busy creating the Asimo robot. The Asimo, why we are studying about specifically Asimo. Asimo is the robot which is having special human-like features. So they have been the engineers, Honda engineer. They have been working on the development of Asimo, the most advanced humanoid robot to date. The Honda Motor Company, like we are vehicles of Honda company. The Honda Motor Company developed ASIMO, which stands for Advanced Step in Innovative Mobility. And it is the most advanced humanoid, means a human-like feature robot in the world. According to the ASIMO website, when you would be typing in the Google bar, uh, like ASIMO. So on Wikipedia, or there would be other sites or links, they would give you a lot of information about this robot. And yes, the most advanced humanoid robot in the world. And according to the Asimo website, Asimo is the first humanoid robot in the world that can walk independently and climb stairs like humans. So it is wondering. It is wondering definitely for me. We only know that machines cannot be having features like human. They would be having like having screws, steel, and different joining parts. But it is it is it is considered a beautiful creation of technology, Asimo. So it can walk stairs like we human walk. It can walk independently. It can do so many work which we are going to know that except that Asimov's ability to walk like we do. It can also understand the programmed gestures, means the gestures, the expressions which are programmed. It understands very well. It understands the spoken commands, recognizes the voice of people, and it works holding business meetings as well, and it can work with communication cards. Asimo has arms and hands, so it can do things like turn on the light switches, open the door, carry objects, and push cards. It can do means it can do tasks which are so resembling to a human. Rather than building a robot, that would be another toy. Honda, which is the company, which it is wanted to create a robot that would be a helper for people. Means building robot as a toy. It is not their purpose. Their purpose is to create a technology, is to create a device, it is to create a robot that could help people, that could serve people, that even could serve people in hospital as well. For example, a robot to help around the house, help the elderly, or help someone confined to a wheelchair or bed. Asimo is 4 feet 3 inches. It's 3 inches high, which is just the right height to look eye to eye with someone seated in a chair. If you are sitting on a chair, it can look into your eyes. Means it is the height of Asimo. And it was Asimo, to do the jobs it was created to do without being too big. Like, means it is not hazardous. It is not. It is even not menacing. It is not threatening, harmful, and we do not have any terrible feeling if we keep Asimo at our home or at hospitals to help patients, to help other people. So the feature of this special feature of the robot is that he's having a space-like kit. A space-like kit means the suit it is wearing. It is like a person who wears while going to the space, or the people who are sitting in a spaceship, and that they have friendly appearance. They have friendly appearance, no threatening, or no any sort of harmful programming they have been given. They are quite friendly even to kids as well. And it is the purpose of Honda when they were creating Asimo, that it should be friendly, or it should be non-threatening, that people couldn't be having a terrible feeling while talking to a machine. That a machine could damage, and it is a machine, and technology can definitely bring disaster as well, and it could be a threat. So Asimo could do the jobs that are too dangerous for human. If I talk about the things which are dangerous, like extinguishing fire, and it can work as a firefighter, and it can reduce the production of weapons, and it can make impossible the attack of bombs, the eruption of bombs even. And it can go into the areas which are under any threat, or which are hazardous areas, which are risky or dangerous. It can go over there and perform the task or works in place of human. Asimo has to be specially programmed to know the layout of the buildings and the appropriate way to greet visitors and answer questions. Means he he greet sorry it greets people, and it answers the question of the people which are asking, which are asked by them wherever, means in the business meetings, or means on the entrances, or any information it provides very well. This is the task of Asimo. Further information you can get from the Google if you want further information about it. Fine. So come on page number 107. You have to read it, and you will be you will understand it very well. It has been this article has been well written, and details are very well. Then if you go to searching, you will find the same details. On page number 108, there is comprehension you have to do, you can do, and glossary you may read. I have explained the words, but you can read glossary and can get information. Okay, fine. So I'm coming back after a few minutes, along with the language topic, and the topic is that you have to prepare a research on an invention. So I would be telling you that how to develop a research article. Fine, wait for me, I'll be back in.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Yes, I'm back here. So quickly take copy in your hand, pencil, and keep writing down the format and the steps to create an article, research article or research essay. Okay, fine. I will be coming on to the topic later. First, I'll explain these steps. How to write research article essay. Fine. Now it is based on the article or the essay you are going to follow or you are going to create. It is based on research. You must have in your mind it is based on research. Articles are also called essays and essays are also known as an article. Fine. Steps to follow. What you have to do first. Get familiar with assignment. Now I am going to give you an assignment. You have to be familiar with that assignment. Read it carefully. Read it carefully. Try to understand what is being asked or what is being directed into the topic or in the assignment. Number two, pick a topic. For example, if I have given you to write on an invention, so there are many inventions, but you are not supposed to write on all the inventions. No, you only would be picking one to describe well or to have a well written article or essay, which is based on research or search. Research about the topic. You have to research, you have to make your strong researches, you have to collect information, details which are important, which are highlighted, and then after research, and then you have to write down rough draft, you may say. Organize research. Now the research you have taken from different resources, different websites. You have pick up two sentences, one paragraph from this website, from one paragraph from another content or site. So what you have to do, you have to organize that which will be coming first the background. After background, you have to give the introduction of that topic or the innovation. I have chosen especially innovation because this would be your topic to write on. So that is why I am repeating the word innovation. Discovery, you may say. Okay, fine. Then organize your research that you have made paragraph, rough paragraph. Fine. Then form a thesis. Thesis means a well written piece of writing which is based on argument as well. Means argument here, argument does not mean your argument must show that whatever the topic you are writing on, it is well judged, well observed, and well searched. Fine. Normally, theses are written in university, at university level, or when you are doing your PhD, fine, or MPhil. Here, create an or outline. Now, outline. You have organized research. Outline. Outline. You have to prepare. Like you organize research. You have organized research in form of content. Then see that what you need more. You need a title. You need a title to give to your article, to your research article, and you need to add some words which are some words, vocabs, which will be highlighting the importance of the content. Fine. Then write. Now this is the time to write. Outline means you have written a phrase. With the help of this phrase, you can develop even a sentence correctly or informatively. Fine. Write means there is a task to write. Step number 8, edit for content. You have written now, your content in paragraph forms are prepared. Now what's your duty? Your duty to edit. Edit means you have to trim, you have to cut, cut repeated repeated words, sentences, information which is not correct, according to your article. Added for grammar. As we are studying English language or literature, for writing we have to be careful, we have to be cautious, we have to be cautious for a grammatical mistake while developing any content. So you have to edit for grammar. You have written that, give it to anyone at your home or your tuition teacher, whosoever is guiding you, that read it. Read it and give them a pencil or pen in their hand and say them, whatever the mistakes I have made, you have to correct. They would be underlining that there you have to put your grammatical mistake, there is grammatical mistake, here you haven't marked punctuation. So many things are there to get a readable content. And then reread. You yourself reread. This is an imperative step to invent any piece of writing. Even you are writing a short story, even you are writing an essay, even you are writing article, even you are typing an article. It's not all about writing. These all steps will be followed in typing as well. Fine, because you are writing in your copies, you are not typing, so you have to be careful. You can erase your mistakes, and you can take guide from anyone else. When someone your guider says that it is good, you need to put these things here, add some information here, this and that, so you have to follow. And after correcting your mistakes or after rectifying your content, you have to read it. I would be suggesting you read aloud. Read aloud, let your ears know what you have actually written, and then go to submit. Is that clear? Fine. These are the 10 steps which I have given you. Come on page number 108 now. 108. Researching an invention. Which are the inventions that will change our future? Find out about one of them. Robots are the special inventions for the future, and for the mankind. And as well as we cannot say before the time, they could be disastrous as well, and they could be helping. Time will let us know. Fine. Then content point number 1, research inventions that could change the future. That could change the future. We are not talking about the past inventions, present, or the inventions which are by the time having development, which are being developed by the time. You can choose one of them, not two, not two, neither three, only one topic you have to pick. Decide on one that you would like to research. Find out how it works. Does it use any new technology? A question. Consider how it will affect people in the future. Now, as we have studied about, the Asimov will help people, will do dangerous tasks as well in place of human, which a human cannot do. Then how might it be developed further? How might it be developed further? Means how it could be more improved in the future. The last content point, create a visual display or a leaflet. What does leaflet mean? You have dictionary? I want that you search. Okay, let me tell you. Leaflet means a small sheet of paper, fine, containing information like any piece of paper you have prepared. But I'm directing you not to use any leaflet, because you are directly writing on your copies. But I want you to draw the picture of that invention, or to paste the colored picture of that invention. Is that clear? These steps will help you a lot to develop your research article on a particular invention or a topic. You may ignore this. You may ignore this, which are not necessary. All are important. All are helping points. So if you want to omit anyone, you can. Like form a thesis is not a subjective. Like it's not important. You may ignore it, or you may start. You may skip it and follow further. Fine. So this I have given you a few inventions which I have searched. There were different inventions that 3D 3D painting, 3D printing, and there were helium balloons and edible uh, edible water blobs. Blobs means edible water bubbles. There were an invisible clock, invisible veil. When you wear it, you will be invisible for the people. You will you will no longer be seen by anyone. So there are few I have told you. Further, you may search. You will get fascinating or bewildering inventions which will give us result in the future, and they are interesting as well. Is that clear? Fine. So this is your task which you have to do. Steps you have to follow. Write, copy the topic from book on the copy, and then begin your research article with fresh page. Don't behave like this, that where you have ended your topic you have ended your written topic, you will start writing from the same page. No, this is not the way to write. Whatever you are writing, whether you are doing creative writing, whether you are doing directed writing. Directed means any directed topic you are doing, any essay, letter, speech, application, whatever you are writing, start with fresh page. Fine. Is that clear? Inshallah, we will be meeting in the next class with another topic. Till then, take care of yourself and keep completing your work. Be careful about grammar. Do put your heart into writing. Search for different and good standard vocabulary that could enhance your piece of writing and make it heavy or leave impression. Allah Hafiz.